It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be brought out by their quarterback from the University of Miami. It's Stephen Morris.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
And now out come the Patriots. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Caught Kelsey, left side. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 13-yard line. The numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. 8 catches, 101 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong. Takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Underneath for Jennings. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man is Quandre Diggs. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture of the AFC. And the division title out of reach, we know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
So it's just a matter of adjusting now, isn't it? And what I mean by that is mentally. Every team starts the season thinking, let's go for the #1 seed, right? Being the top team. Number 2 is pretty great, too, because you get the opening bye, and you're at home after that. But it doesn't matter at this point. Just getting in, and you just sit down and talk to your team. Would you rather go on the road and deal with someone, or would you rather stay at home for the playoffs? Let's go on the road and go take someone out.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Stephon Gilmore is one of the most coveted players in free agency in 2017, and his move from Buffalo to New England gives the Patriots a player now who loves to play man-to-man press coverage, but also does a nice job in zone. That gives the Patriots flexibility in what they do on defense.
3rd down now following the completed pass. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, nice move. Finds a seam inside the 40. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken a 1st quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
2nd down following the incompletion. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because That can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And this is caught by Jackson. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Throw it long, it can be a big play. You throw it short, it can be a big play for Deshaun Jackson. Yards after catch, always a big part of his game.
Talking about speed, only Tyreek Hill was measured with a faster play last year than Deshaun Jackson, who hit 22.6 miles per hour on a touchdown versus the Cardinals in Week 13. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on 2nd. Now it's Jennings. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
They'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Brad Nortman in his 6th year in the league on to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They run again with Jennings. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Brad Nortman now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. The It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 22.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Jennings lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. His side, they've got the lead. But I think, you know, he's not happy with how he's played. That's the bottom line. But how many adjustments need to be made when, bottom line, you're winning?
Yeah, you're just trying to play better for yourself, because if you do, then you got a chance to increase your lead and your team will play better. Look, when you fight your internal battle as a quarterback and you're not playing as well as you want to, just fall back on the old cliche. There's no I in team, but there's definitely one in win.
Look at that. Davis, yeah, no I in team, but he'll see if he can pick himself up a little bit here on this drive. gains yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Here we go. 1-9.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking for plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Here's Brady to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Not a stat we talk about often with tight ends, but Travis Kelsey, he can move it after the catch. 3rd overall in the NFL in yards after catch last season.
Behind 2 running backs, Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson.
Strength and a little bit of niftiness in Travis Kelsey's game.
Throwing on first down is Brady. They go screenplay with Jennings. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rashad Jennings hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers would tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Three yards to go here on second down.
Let's
shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a first down following that long gain.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll set up to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's second down. To throw. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. To throw now on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Brady. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. The Steelers are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Patriots won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's roll those highlights. Now first and 10, Elliott's going to dart up the middle, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Steelers go up by 4. First and 10, Brady's going to complete the pass, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 34-yard line. Sticking with the same drive, here we'll get a fumble on the return. Steelers end up picking up the ball and scoring. The Steelers push their lead to 11. Patriots have it at the 32. Jennings wide open, able to make the grab. And he caps off the 2-play drive with the score. Patriots trail now by 4. So that'll do it for us. We'll go back now to Pittsburgh for the second half.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 6 there on first.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On third down, that's Jennings. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now flags come in. Look like one of the Patriots might have moved.
Ball start. Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Brady. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And his throw is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Give him 30 yards there.
There's a reason that we talk about Larry Fitzgerald and how smart he is as a route runner, isn't there?
Yeah, and in particular, what makes him dangerous on the post.
His ability to widen a defender from the center of the field by making him think that he's going to run a route that's going to go to the outer part of the field. He moves him out of the way and it makes that one cut, right? Puts that foot in the ground, gets inside, and then it's hard to go through him to try and get to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot first down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. We'll see Kelce in the slot to the left. From the gun, it's Brady. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come into his direction.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And Eifert has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A dump off to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
First down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Here we go. Try 38.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll look to throw here. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Back to throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Try here for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And no surprise, is it? The Patriots, again, in possession of the #1 seed. If they can hold on to it, would be the 7th time in Brady's career that they'd enter the playoffs with home field advantage.
That's almost a stunning number because I know laws of, law of probability and how you do the math and all that says that there's no way that they should have done it this many times. But here's the other side of it, too. Every team will tell you, we don't care where we play, let's just get to the playoffs. But most teams do know that having home field advantage and playing from there gives you a great advantage during the playoffs.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Drops it off in the flat to Jennings. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You're talking about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 19. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. This is Jennings. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On third down, it's Jennings. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Brady got to have this one. Now this is brought in by Pryor. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Brady to throw on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before you get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Oh, Foster staying down after that last play. Let's hope he's okay. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Brady. Jackson's got it over the middle. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are in field goal range here already. How do you handle this situation, tie game?
In a perfect scenario, you want to find a way to get the ball to the proper spot for your field goal kicker. They always have preferences. And you want to bleed the clock down so that when you do kick it, as the ball's going through the post,
zeros.
The clock hits zeros.
This is Elliott. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. see if they stay on the ground for second down. They go to Elliott again. Down to about the 22 here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. And now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Back to throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he spikes it with just a shade under a half a minute left. 29 seconds on the clock. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Jennings. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete on the deep ball. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down and just one. Now a first throw here in overtime. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First throw of overtime for Brady. Throw complete right side to Cooks. The 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Pats, the win will be their 12th now on the campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.